Hallo und willkommen zurück bei The Zodiac Trial. Letztes Mal haben wir uns ein wenig mit dem Spiel auseinandergesetzt und ich glaube, wir haben auch schon unsere Fähigkeiten besprochen und wurden dann vor die erste Wahl gestellt. Mit wen gehen wir ein wenig suchen? Und wir haben uns für Ox entschieden, weil ich mag Ox. Ich kenne ihn am längsten und er ist ein cooler Typ.
Ox and I made our way to the library, which wasn't far from the cafeteria. So, Ox, why did you want to search the library?
There were a few reasons. For one, I prefer not to stray too far from the cafeteria for now. For another, from what I saw of the library, it seemed a rather large room, so searching it early might be useful. But most importantly, libraries are often symbolic of information, of learning. It's unclear how much thought the Jade Emperor has put into all of this, but it's possible that he's put something special here. It'd be fine if that were a trinket, but I'd be even more interested if he left us some useful information.
Wow, that's a lot of thought for just the first place to search.
I try.
Do you actually think Brian would leave special info in the library though? Seems like a bit of a stretch.
It is indeed a stretch, but there's no harm in checking it out anyway. After all, we'll have to search everywhere eventually, no?
Indeed. I guess we should just start looking through here then, huh?
Let's. Okay, wir gehen in die Bibliothek. Oh, okay. Schick. Return, read, respect. Yes.
And just like that, we began to search the library for anything out of place. Ox was right when he identified this place as a rather large room. There was even a separate room connected to the library, which stored even more books. With a lot of ground to cover, we began looking through the rooms for anything out of the ordinary. Ox was very no-nonsense. He didn't speak at all. Well, that was fine with me. Even if the silence was a little creepy, it was important to focus on the search. After a while, I noticed one of the library's computers was locked. Normally, I'd write the whole thing off, but why was this one computer not shut down like the rest?
Hey, Mouse, I think I found something. Could you come look at this with me?
Okay, sure. I walked over to Ox. So, what is it?
This book didn't follow the proper Dewey Decimal System.
You noticed that?
I was looking for something like that. Anyways, I opened it and I found this.
Ox held up a small black disc. What's that?
I'm not sure. When I first saw it, I thought it'd be an item. But there doesn't appear to be an input code on it, which the Jade Emperor mentioned the items have.
Well, that's a bummer. So where exactly was this?
The book actually had the center of its page cut out, turning it into a makeshift hidey hole.
That's kinda neat.
Kind of cliche. I've seen something like that in a number of cases at this point. Brian wasn't really original in his hiding spot, was he?
That's really what you're going to nitpick on all of this?
Anyways, there was also a weird message written in red inside the compartment. It read, "I have stolen blood for my kind."
Ew. Weird.
Weird indeed.
Any idea what that could mean?
Entschuldigung, ich musste kurz husten. I was telling you about it, hoping you would.
Sorry, I can't really think of anything.
Then it appears we're at an impasse.
But this is definitely something, right?
Perhaps. Or perhaps it could simply be a red herring.
Seems kind of elaborate for a red herring.
No one's accused Brian of not being elaborate. Anyways, the run's running out of time. We should probably get back to the cafeteria then.
I guess we should.
You input your actions for this one in his room, then come join us.
I will.
With that, Ox walked out of the room.
Once it was gone, I pulled out my tablet and turned it on. There was no need to think much about my choice. I just pressed the button to run. Afterwards, I returned to the cafeteria. Pretty much everybody had already gotten back at this point. They were discussing the results of the search.
I couldn't find anything.
Me neither. Are we doomed? Is this it?
I thought I'd be at least able to find one. Have no citizens, for Team Rooster has secured a minor trinket.
You guys did? Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Huh. Looks like I wasn't the only one to find one of those things.
Doc, did you find a minor trinket too?
Yep, wasn't that hard. Just had to solve a simple problem.
Nice work, everyone. We were well on pace to getting out of here.
Ox cleared his throat. Yes, we are certainly performing adequately. However, we can talk more about that after these results. Not that I have reason to doubt you all, but I would just feel safer seeing everyone has stuck to the plan.
Of course everyone just ran. Right?
Round 2 has ended. Now, let us see how the race has progressed. The rat has run 1 space. The ox has run 1 space. The tiger has run 1 space. The bunny has run 1 space. The dragon has run 1 space. The snake has run 1 space. The horse has run 1 space. The sheep has run 1 space. The monkey has run 1 space. The rooster has run 1 space. The dog has run 1 space. The pig has run 1 space.
Oh yay, alle haben dran gehalten. Yay, das Team lebt noch. Oh, Glück gehabt. Again, I breathed a sigh of relief. Everything was going fine. This would be fine. We'd all play nice, stick to the script, and get out alive together.
I'm just going to start talking now before we get swept up in casual conversation. Yes, things are good now, but that's all the more reason we should immediately continue our search. As we've recently learned, Brian isn't interested in us playing hide and seek as much as he's having us play this little game. Keep that in mind as you search. Obviously, try to be throughout, but keep in mind that if the room doesn't show any signs that there's something there, there probably isn't anything there. Now, how are we splitting up?
The group started chatting and splitting up amongst themselves. I still wasn't feeling totally safe at the school, so I didn't want to be alone. I decided joining one of the pairs would be the best choice.
Oh yay, okay. Ich glaube, ich gehe mal Pick und Monkey. Ich mag Pick und Monkey.
I decided that Pick and Monkey were a safe group to explore with. Oh, you're going with us? Well, that's great to hear. Indeed. I feel safer searching with someone I have history with, as opposed to with a complete stranger. I felt similarly. Unlike some of the other groups, I had zero doubts about whether I could trust these two. Let's not waste any time then. These minor trinkets aren't going to find themselves.
Everyone, same deal as last time. Before the end of the round, remember to input a move and meet back up here.
Thanks for the reminder, Ox. We'll be sure to listen. Absolutely. Now come on guys, let's get searching.
The group split off, and the 3 of us began to search around the school.
So, does anyone have any ideas about where we should look?
I hold no strong preferences on this matter.
None at all? It is best to move with the wind. Okay, but what does that mean?
It means we've got to make a choice.
I don't want to go too far from the cafeteria. How about we search over in this area, right next to it? There seems to be a bunch of spaces where you could hide things there.
Alright, then let's investigate over there.
Let us.
Ich mag die Gruppe. Wir sind so auf einer Wellenlänge. Yeah! Girl power! And so we investigated the area adjacent to the cafeteria. There were plenty of spaces where it seemed as though secrets could be hidden. Chairs, tables, vending machines. Thoroughly inspecting it all took longer than I expected it would. However, before too long, Monkey called us over to an enclosed section of the area with some printers and a lot of papers.
I do believe I have found something of importance.
What is it?
Between this printer and the wall, there is a safe. Sure enough, Monkey pointed us to that safe. It looks fairly lightweight and cheap. No doubt it is hiding something related to the game.
You're totally right, Monkey. Nice going. Oh, but it's probably going to require some sort of passcode, isn't it? Darn it. I knew things couldn't be this easy.
Now. Do not worry yet. We know not if it's actually locked.
What sort of safe isn't locked? Of course it's locked.
It is better to check it first, before making any assumptions.
Monkey picked the safe and put it on the table. She then tried to open it. Needless to say, the safe was locked.
Okay then, so now we know we should be looking for a code.
Obviously.
The code's probably going to be near where the safe was found, right? So let's just look around here.
We began to look all around the printer area.
After a bit, I spotted a stack of 4 papers that caught my eye. They were labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4 in pen in the top right corner. Hey guys, come look at these. I think these papers might be clues to the safe password.
The numbers definitely sort of point to that, I guess. But what are they actually clues?
Well, look at the name for this first paper.
Pal and Drone? Palindrom.
Like palindromes? That's a pretty bad pseudonym, I've gotta say. But what does this joke name have to do with anything?
I read this seemingly nonsense passage, and it turned out that there were 7 palindromes in it. So maybe it's trying to say the number in the first position is 7. That seems like a bit of a stretch.
No, that's totally right. Puzzles are all about this sort of way of tangential connected logic.
Okay then, what about the other sheets of paper? Well, one's by ambigram, so they're clearly looking for ambigrams. The one by tautonym is about tautonyms. But I have to admit, I'm not sure what this name's trying to say. Joy and Kang?
Oh, I bet it's looking for kangaroo words.
Kangaroo words?
Those are words that have their synonyms written inside themselves. Like, isolated has the word soul inside of it.
Oh.
And feast has the word eat inside of it.
Oh, okay. I think I get it.
Why not give it a whirl and try looking for them? Monkey, I will handle the other 2.
Pick handed me the paper. Oh, nein.
I understood the concept, so I figured it shouldn't be too hard to solve. Now let's read this passage. Any ordinary painter can create works of art that astound and surprise normal citizens. Is it only those who can birth living work who possess the potential to truly blossom into masters? Be it a painting of an honorable prince, a helpless damsel, or a devilish trickster, the characters must come alive on the canvas. If the object of the illustration is not seemingly alive, then the creator is no better than a plagiarist. What's how synonyms inside themselves, huh? This was harder than I thought it would be. I figured the words probably serve the same function in the sentence, meaning they could replace the larger word they were hiding in it, and little would change. It was also a fair assumption that none of the kangaroo words would be as simple as lopping off a single letter. They might be incredibly difficult to see. I also had to look for words that seemed out of place. Clearly the passage was built to try to fit in certain words. I tried reading it once more. Any ordinary painter can create works of art that astound and surprise normal citizens.
Okay. Okay, weiß nicht.
It is only those who can birth living works who possess the potential to truly blossom into masters. Be it a painting of an honorable prince, a helpless damsel, or a devilish trickster, the characters must come alive on the canvas. If the object of the illustration is not seemingly alive, then the creator is not better than a plagiarist. Let's see.
How many kangaroo words? Oh! Ich muss eingeben. Warte. Oh, okay, mal gucken.
Kangaroos Words waren was nochmal? Isolate heißt das Wort soul inside, wegen alleine. Und feast hat das Wort eat. Okay. Dann gucken wir mal. Any ordinary painter can create works of art that astound and surprise normal citizens. Okay. It is only those who can birth living works. Living nine works super potent vielleicht? Blossom, nee. Be it a painting of an honorable prince. Ich denke mal honorable. Vielleicht noch mit honor, Helpless, damsel or devilish trickster. Trickster, vielleicht trick. Also 3. A character must come alive on the canvas. If the object of the illustrations is not seeming alive. Illustration. Okay, das ist schwer, als ich dachte. Das Problem ist, ich kann zwar Englisch wohl, aber ich bin nicht gut in solchen Sachen. Nochmal. Any ordinary painter can create works that are of art that astound and surprise normal citizens. It is only those who can birth living works who possess the potential. Blossom. Blossom funktioniert mit Bloom. Weil to bloom heißt das gleich wie to blossom gefühlt. Also ein. Be it a painting of an honorable noble. Oh, noble ist da drin. Noble Prince. Oh, honorable und noble könnten funktionieren vielleicht. Ich nehme das mal. 2. Helpless, nee. Character must come alive on the canvas. If the object of the illustration is not seemingly alive, then the creator is not better than a plagiarist. Liar. Oh, da ist das Wort Liar drin. Also habe ich 3. Okay. Ich speichere mal nochmal 3. Erstmal. Okay, da habe ich einen gefunden. Nee, da habe ich keinen gefunden. Da hatte ich Bloom, da hatte ich Honorable und da hatte ich Plagiarist, hat das Wort Liar drin. L-I-A-R, Liar. Ordinary painter can create works of art that astound and surprise normal citizens. Uprise? Nee. Ich sag mal 3. What is it? Guys, I think I know what the 4th digit should be. The second digit is also supposed to be 6. The 3rd digit is only 3. I approached the safe and put in what I thought the code should be. Dang it, we were wrong. I wonder what went wrong. Hey Mouse, could I see your sheet? What? Why do you think I got it wrong? Still, I let Pig take the sheet from me. After a few moments, Pig went to safe and put something in. Well, this was a low point. Without another word, Pig leaned over and grabbed the safe handles. She opened it, and sure enough, there was an item that looked like a token. That is a minor trinket. I bet these digits on the back are what we needed to input and activate it. The inscription sheep minor trinket was written on it, on the token, but there were indeed also numbers on the back. It read 4376. Oddly enough, the 6 was written in red,
odd detail, but probably irrelevant. Warum sollte das nicht wichtig sein? Was? Yes. We're one step closer to getting out of here, though, together. Spectacular word, everybody. Since we have found a trinket, how about we head back to the cafeteria, input our actions for this round, and wait for the others?
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I'm down. The round will be ending soon anyways. And so the three of us made our way back into the cafeteria. I failed! Ich habe nur 3 gefunden. Noble and honorable, liar and plagiarist und bloom and blossom. Mano. After that, we briefly split up into separate rooms so we could input actions on our tablet. Of course, I pressed run again. No need to hesitate on that front. When I returned to the cafeteria, Pig and Monkey were sitting there. It was only the 3 of us there. I realized there actually was quite a bit of time before everyone would be getting here. I hope the others are alright.
They probably are. I mean, they have to be, right? There's no way something bad could happen. Although I guess there are lots of ways something bad could happen. Ways I've been ignoring, thinking about. It's an abandoned high school. After all, we're being captured by a psychopath. We've got deadly devices around our neck. It's a bad situation. But if I think about that too much, I'm just going to flip, so for the sake of argument, there's no way something bad can happen. I don't know. I just want to get out alive.
As do I. I think we all want to get out of life. Is there anyone outside that you particularly feel the need to get back to Mouse? Well, you know more than anyone, wouldn't you? True, but I would like you to try to vocalize these thoughts. Are you trying to give me therapy in the middle of a death game? Think of it more as a grounding exercise. Okay then. I have my mother, who cares a lot about me. I have my friends, who would be really sad if I died. And I have a bunch of goals that I want to see through before I die. That's the spirit.
What about you, Monkey?
Why do you want to get out?
Me?
Well, I suppose my main motivation is my obligation to all my clients. Without my consolation, I fear many may collapse. Although, even with my consolation, one clearly did collapse. And there were others, therapist, I suppose.
So that's it? Don't you have a family or friends you want to see?
I was an only child, and I'm not particularly close with my parents. And operating as a solo practitioner of therapy is a very tiring ordeal, so unfortunately my social life has been rather unmaintained. Save for one overconfident, there aren't many people close in my life.
That's kind of sad.
Perhaps. But I am perfectly capable of living for none other than myself. I prefer to think of it as living unethered, without any obligations. I can really focus on doing things that interest me. And I have a lot of interests. There's so many fascinating things out in the world. Things worth learning about.
Monkey got the right idea. The only reason I want to get out alive is because I want to get out alive.
You don't have a family, Pig?
Oh, I've got family. Parents and a bunch of siblings. But I'm not really close with them anymore.
What about friends?
Friends? With my schedule, I'd have trouble with meeting people if I did spend more than a couple of hours a week outside my apartment. I have people I collaborate with on projects frequently, though. Do they count?
If you believe they do, then yes.
Okay, then I've got tons of friends.
That's good to hear. Well, I think no matter our reason, we all obviously want to get out alive. So let's do our best to work together and make that hope a reality. Well said.
Exactly right.
Shortly after that conversation, people started to gather back in the cafeteria. Aber was die herausgefunden haben, sehen wir im nächsten Part, denn die Zeit geht voran und ich möchte die Part so schön angenehm bei ungefähr 20 bis 25 Minuten halten. Deswegen muss ich hier leider den Part beenden. Schade. Aber hey, wir haben den ersten Fail gehabt. Hurra! Das wird uns bestimmt in den Popo beißen. Oh nein, das wird schrecklich. Aber hey, wir haben 3 Trinkets schon. Yes! 3 von 12. Das wird doch was. So, ich sag dann mal auf Wiedersehen. Danke fürs Gucken und bis nächstes Mal. Tschüss!